Hello, everyone. Today we will discuss how to choose your style in watercolor portraitures. Watercolor and watercolor portraiture are such diverse and expansive fields that it's easy to feel lost at times. However, I have established some guiding principles that I have followed for a long time. By looking at certain artists and these references, I have been shaping my own style, and I would like to share some examples with you today. When I fell in love with watercolor, one artist I constantly admired was Arthur von Wiesen. This Russian watercolorist, though no longer alive, left a significant mark on the world of art, particularly in watercolor, as he dedicated his life solely to this medium. I believe he achieved fantastic success. I'm showing you two of his works. You can find many of his pieces online. He created in the early to mid 20th century, and his works still feel contemporary. The lightness, airiness, and charm of watercolor that he captured are hard to find elsewhere. He found his style, his presentation, and his capabilities. His technique was quite complex, which we can discuss another time. For now, I want to emphasize how he serves as a reference for my own artistic direction. His results were phenomenal, and it is impossible to replicate his work. I once attempted to copy some of his pieces. It is unattainable because they are so layered and colorful, filled with various techniques that make them unique and unrepeatable. So, take a moment to appreciate this great watercolorist. I hope you find his style enchanting, as I believe the magic and beauty of watercolor are encapsulated in his works. Now I'd like to show you two of my pieces. This is what I do and love. Here, style is also the focus as I form my watercolor imagery, influenced by von Wiesen. I truly enjoy working on wet paper and love the beautiful runs that occur when watercolor and water work together. You can never achieve such effects with a brush if you solely rely on masking techniques. Watercolor is the only medium that allows for such enchanting results. I work extensively in oil and other techniques, but only watercolor, the fluid medium, can create such magical effects. Water is your collaborator here. You apply plenty of water to the resilient paper, and your task is simply to immerse colors as the water mixes them for you. The only skill involved is controlling this process to some extent. This is the stylistic approach I take as I explore different elements. I would also like to mention two other artists who have influenced me significantly. The first is Scandinavian artist Benjamin Björklund, whose watercolor and oil works I adore. His style is quite different from mine, yet I naturally observe and incorporate certain techniques from him as a master. We have eyes and a desire to absorb what we see from other artists, learn from them, and based on that, develop our unique vision. This is precisely what makes watercolor fascinating and diverse. I highly recommend exploring this artist. Additionally, I follow another talented artist whose work resonates with me, Ali Kavanaugh, an American painter known for her delightful portraits of both children and adults. Her unique style, developed through layering glazes, is unmistakable and distinctively hers. What is glazing? I believe you know. If not, let me explain briefly. It involves a layering technique. You apply a thin, transparent layer of paint, allow it to dry, and then apply a second layer on top. These layers overlap, altering the color. Depending on your desired outcome, you choose different colors. You can clearly see how one layer builds upon another, creating depth. I'm also inspired by this particular artist whose work I admire. I follow her successes and analyze her techniques. Gathering knowledge from her approach helps shape my own style. This process requires a lot of experimentation, practicing with your hands, trying various methods. It's a journey that takes time and cannot be rushed. You need to explore different techniques extensively. For instance, some artists prefer using a lot of water like I do on paper, while others might use less water and focus on layering. Others enjoy the mixing of colors, experimenting extensively like Van Wiesen. Ultimately, it is all in your hands. Challenge yourself. Observe notable watercolor artists and analyze their work. Based on this analysis, try to cultivate a personal style that resonates with you and reflects your relationship with watercolor.